Good morning, everybody. Alan Crone, CEO of the Crone Law Firm, coming to you with our daily bulletin on all things legal related to the coronavirus, COVID-19 situation. We get right to it. I've gotten lots of calls over the past couple of days, continue to get calls from individuals and business owners concerned about the various federal packages. I'm going to kind of just lay it out on what I think is going on based on phone calls that I've been seeing and my knowledge of the situation. I don't have a crystal ball or any specific insight, although I have been talking with a lot of people at the state level and the banking industry and the federal level, and here's where I think we are. Okay, as it relates to unemployment benefits. A couple of days ago, many of you may have seen Governor Lee when asked about whether the state was going to participate in the federal extension of unemployment benefits to $600 a week for independent contractors, self-employed people, gig economy workers. He kind of said, well, we're still evaluating it. We don't know. Today, he and the commissioner of the Department of Labor is the state agency that's responsible for administering that program, went much closer to say that they were, instead of saying they didn't know if they were going to provide the benefits, they said they're trying to figure out how to provide the benefits. Now, it's important to understand that that State Department is not set up to provide benefits to people who are not already in their system. In other words, people who are have not paid into the unemployment insurance fund as part of a W-2 work experience. So integrating independent contractors, gig economy workers, self-employed people, folks that haven't had the opportunity to participate in the program and already be in their system, that's a difficult thing for them to do. I have it on good authority also that the software system that they're using is an old system, and they've got to find people who can program that system in kind of an old language and format. Add that to the fact that everybody's working from home. I just think it's taken them a while to do it. I am optimistic that the state of Tennessee is going to provide these benefits to independent contractors, self-employed folks, gig economy workers, that sort of thing. But I think it's going to take a while. I think hopefully this can be measured in days and weeks, not months, to get this up and running. I am sure that the folks at that department are working very, very hard to get this up. On a personal level, I'll tell you that back in the 90s, I was the chief counsel of the Department of Employment Security, which was the State Department at that time. It later became merged with the Department of Labor. But the Department of Employment Security was the State Department that administered this program, and I was their lawyer. I worked in Nashville for the department. And I know those people. I know they have good hearts. The career folks there believe in what they do, and they want to help people. And I know they're working hard to get this done. I know that doesn't alleviate your anxiety about it, because you would feel better if you had your money and you could pay your bills, but they're working hard on it. And I was buoyed today by, or I should say yesterday, by what I heard the Commissioner of Labor say. So let's continue to watch that. My advice to everyone who's looking to claim those benefits, continue to make application, go to that Department of Labor website every day, and I guarantee you when they're ready to go, it'll change and you'll see evidence that you can make application, but continue to do that. And I think that's about the best thing that you can do. I've been talking with members of the state legislature. If you know members of the state legislature, then I would give them a call and ask them to look into it. The next issue is the Small Business Administration's loans program. They have two loans program, one that is administered through the SBA, which are the non-forgivable small business loans due to an emergency. These are the loans that have a $10,000 forgivable component that you can get in advance on those loans, and that part of it is forgivable. You have to apply for those through the Small Business Administration, and all I can say is that is a slog, and they're being inundated, and that's going to take a while too. It's just going to take time to process these applications. It's going to be weeks probably before people see their cash in their accounts. But I think that's just the way it is. But that's what's going on there. And then the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP, you need to make application through a bank. If you're a small business owner, an independent contractor, et cetera, I really encourage you to apply through a bank with which you already have a banking relationship. Now, the bankers that I talk to say that the SBA and the feds are still changing regulations, still clarifying things. The larger banks have questions and are kind of pushing back on some things. So the regulations are changing. In fact, the interest rate went from 0.5% to 1% overnight last week. And so it's still very much in flux. There's also been a huge number of these loans applied for and processed. So you may get a message. In fact, I have some clients that have gotten messages that their loan application has been accepted by their bank and processed, but it's going to take the SBA a while to process this. It's still ongoing. And again, I think they're having the same problems that the different state departments of labor are having. They're not set up to do this. They're trying to get this money doled out. It's just going to take time. And it would be better, I suppose, if they could give everybody a better timeline so that they could manage those expectations, but I'm not sure that they really know. The other issue, I believe, is that they're probably running out of money. Now, I don't think anyone should panic about that. Everyone I talk to in the federal government and in the banking industry believe that the next wave of federal legislation will, in fact, Congressman Cohen yesterday made a statement about that next bill will have unemployment benefit money and this SBA money, additional tranches of funding to make sure that everybody can get a hold of these loans. So again, it probably is a good idea to email your congressman or your senators and let them know that you're interested in it and that you want them to support more money into the stimulus package. And again, I think everybody, both in the administration and in the Congress, my sense of it from news reports and the folks I'm talking to, are that that's what, that there's a political will to do that, and that the $2 trillion that was allocated in the first tranche of funding is not the last, and there may be a fourth, fifth, or even sixth wave of different kinds of benefits. And if you recall in a previous bulletin, I suggested if you're a small business owner that you keep your COVID-related expenses separate, because there may be some tax credits or special tax deductions as a result. And I don't see any reason not to continue to do that. The fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round of this may include those kind of deductions. So, I think there's lots of good news out there. I think there's still reason to continue the social distancing. I think what they're doing is, what we're all doing together is working because we're seeing some good numbers. But if we stop with our discipline, if we go back to more social mixing, if you will, and eliminate the physical distance, then we could start to reverse those good numbers. So call us here at the Crone Law Firm if you have any questions that we didn't answer in this bulletin. Remember, we represent executives, entrepreneurs, and employees in business and employment matters, and we're here to help, and we're here to be here for you. Probably if you have a question about unemployment benefits, you're going to hear what I've just said. But if you have a question, particularly if you're a small business owner and you have a question, or you're an employee and you have a question about the family leave or the emergency paid leave as a result of certain conditions, we've got some articles on our website, special coronavirus section of our website that details those things. That's a good resource, and we can answer those questions for you if you call. I appreciate it. Everybody stay safe. Have a good day today. It's hump day, and let's get to Thursday and Friday and finish the week strong. Thank you very much, and I will talk to you hopefully tomorrow.